Hi. Give me a second to find the video. I'm really excited about the energy today. If you're just logging on here, make sure you share this feed out too. I'm taking a second to do the same. I'm really excited to work with this moon energy. I've been working with it all week. My sun sign is in Taurus, and I have like triple Taurus in my chart. So I'm really vibing with this energy, unlike some of the other ones. So I'm really excited about it. I'm going to talk about manifesting and how we can remove some of our own limitations or manifesting blocks today. So I have a lot of information to get out fast. I'm just sharing this out. If you're catching me on replay, some of you guys miss me now that I'm in the UK. Make sure that you're still sharing this feed out. You guys can participate in my little giveaway. I give away an activation off of every video, so you guys can still participate. I don't find the person till the next day. I always need everyone to share these feeds out because Facebook is constantly banning me to my own spaces. So make sure you guys share this feed out. I'm about to get started. Drop your name if you're going to want a card. I'm doing fairy cards during this space storm. It's something I love to work with. I just did a feed in my group. I always go live in my Sparks of Divine Light healing groups. I'm always putting the link below, but sometimes it gets lost with all the comments. So if you guys have not joined my other areas, make sure that you search and join the Sparks of Divine Light healing groups on here. I do have 2 of them, and I go live in those spaces every day. So a lot of you guys are catching my live on here. And I'm really loving those spaces because they're really small for doing those lives, and I put a lot of important information out in those groups. So make sure you guys join them if you haven't already. Alright, we have this full moon in Taurus. I'm so excited about it too because I'm in my element. Some people, like my boyfriend, can't handle that Taurus energy so good, and they might not be feeling so good, but I'm feeling amazing with this energy. Taurus is all about personal empowerment and coming back to our power. So I know a lot of people begin their journey, and right off the bat we're giving that victim programming from our families and things like that, but we have to move into our own personal power at some point on this journey. We're supposed to go from like that victim feeling hopeless in our story to the hero and being empowered and saving ourselves. It's all really part of the journey. We know that the moon has serious effects on the ocean, right? It can actually change the gravitational pull, do crazy things to the tides. Well, we're made of water too, and it's having serious effects on our programming right now. Some people are feeling emotional with this energy. We do have Sun in Scorpio, and our next new moon is in Scorpio too. So some people are feeling kind of emotional, or a lot of people, like me last week, I was having a lot of memories surface from my past and things like that, and I'm trying to figure out, like, why am I seeing this, right? What does this have to do with anything? If you're having memories come up, you're meant to be releasing these things. So sometimes you'll see like circumstances from your past rising, childhood memories, whatever it is, let go now. Our past is being rewritten. These timelines are changing. So if you're having memories surface, you're meant to just view it and release it now. We need to let go of our past lessons. This is a place where humanity has a lot of clearing to do. Like, no different than, a month ago, and it'll be the same next month, where we just need to clear more space, that we're trying to create this heaven on earth reality of sorts, this new world, and too many people are hanging on to the old. A lot of the people around you are not on the same journey with this ascension. They're not doing the same spiritual work, and these type of people that are asleep or not into the same stuff, are going to be really draining for you energetically. You might not really notice because there's so many energetic components at play. But if you let go of the people that are not on the same spiritual path around you, you'll open up whole new possibilities of soulmates coming to find you. So a lot of people, you know, they're looking for a relationship, a soulmate, and a friend, more spiritual connections, whatever it is, and we don't realize that we're blocking ourselves in holding on to a lot of the people around us, that we have to let go of things to make space for something new to vibrate in. The law of attraction is very real, that every day we're putting out, with each thought and each word, vibrations on every day. So when I was trying to manifest love, because I know a lot of people are at that place where they probably want love in their life and they want to manifest it, and that was something really easy for me to create, because I'm really about energy. So I was on feed and I'm putting out these vibrations, and on some level my boyfriend had to have been putting out similar vibrations, and that's how we got matched up to learn together, that as you're putting out vibrations. So I had this friend and she would always say, I'm gonna get the worst boyfriend, I'll probably get this piece of shit guy that will cheat on me. And she would put out those vibrations, and that's what she would get every time. She would get matched up with that. So we're getting matched up to learn with whatever vibrations we're putting out for. So if you guys are looking for a relationship, stop thinking you're going to get that awful guy, because you will. If you put out vibrations like, I'm going to get some horrible guy that will treat me bad, that is what you will get. So for me, when I was trying to manifest love, I was putting out vibrations for a love that will uplift my consciousness group through me. One that will uplift humanity. One that will help uplift consciousness on whatever level. Put out good vibrations for what you want. So I could be sitting here, right? And if I'm putting out bad vibes about something, I will attract it to me. It will manifest into my reality. So a lot of times, we're spending a lot of time thinking about the things that we don't want, the things that will go wrong, the reasons this will not work. And that's what we're getting a lot of the time, that we have to understand there's this powerful continuum right there, and we're just putting out vibrations, and the universe is only ever just responding to those vibrations and sending us what we're asking for. So if you're spending, you know, a lot of your time in anxiety, depression, or worrying, those are the things that you're going to manifest into your life. We need to really get a grip on what we're thinking about all day long, because that's what we're creating. I know I go around Facebook and I say that I'm manifesting this, and this week, but I'm really manifesting whatever I'm thinking about, whatever I'm talking about, whatever I'm feeling. That is what I'm going to draw to me. So we really need to get a grip with this energy, that for like the next 32 hours, we're manifesting on all new levels. This is the peak of the storm. We're about to have this full moon hitting the planet tonight for me, depending on where you're at certain times. It's a powerful energy. We have so much going on. We're getting hit with cosmic radiation waves. We're getting hit with lunar energy, and it's really here to bring a transformation. This energy is all about building and creating. And that's going to start with your thoughts first. That before you ever do anything, you're going to probably think about it before you do anything. So really get back to your thoughts. You should be able to really understand yourself better with this energy. You should be having more clear thinking, more direction with the things that you want to do. It should really be bringing you to lucidity on a lot of levels. We need to really get a grip on what we're creating, though, you know? So I go around saying I'm creating this, and this, but what am I thinking about all day? That's what I'm really creating on every level. So the problem isn't the government and the elite like everyone thinks it is. I'm sorry, they're not connected to this fifth dimensional consciousness grid like we are. And so it's more important as light workers that we're getting a grip on everything we're thinking about, because we're the ones creating this new fifth dimensional reality on every level. And a lot of people are looking around and being like, it looks the same here, right? It's looking pretty much the same to me. So we really need to make better shifts in our thinking patterns and what we're doing. This is about examining your programming. A lot of people have not healed completely. In my experience, when I was broken and I was going through this matrix, I was always drawn incomplete, broken people to me, right? That's what I'm putting out. That's what I would be getting back. So I would always be getting back these unhealed people that probably weren't so good for my energy. They might have even had toxic energy. It's debatable if I did at that point, right? So I did this healing journey. I healed myself. I guess the universe thought I was healed anyway. I healed myself. I came back to self-love. And then I didn't have a problem finding love. I could find it in everyone around me suddenly. That once you become love, you're going to find it in every person around you. If you're incomplete, you're going to be seeing incomplete people around you. So this is about becoming whole again. We have to become whole on some level before we can do that ultimate love. I did talk a lot about this topic earlier, and I was talking about flames too, because I'm not going to go into that label with this talk. I'm going to talk about spiritual unions. You guys can label it how you want, but if you guys are in my Sparks of Divine Light Healing group, make sure you guys go catch the last video I did, because I just went more in depth on this subject. There are very spiritual unions that are taking place all around us. While there's a lot, I just did on my last video, there's a lot of misinformation with that twin flame label. That's why it's very much part of my mission and what I put out there information-wise. But I know for a fact that there's only one person here for you, that when your soul was created, that it was made with another, and you would be vibrating on the same frequencies, and your lessons would really actually be very synchronistic of each other, that you would have had similar experiences, they would have fit together like a whole almost, and we're coming into union with ourselves and our other aspects around us, and this is a very crucial part of uplifting humanity, that you're probably going to be doing it with another person at some point, and a lot of our relationships were practice to get to this ultimate love. You can't convince me that we would have come to this planet and done this hard of a journey if it wasn't that we could be with the souls that we wanted to be with on some level. So a lot of people have these really negative viewpoints about love. Look around. If you look at television and the television shows that are around, they like to, you know, really glorify people being single and having relationship problems and having this wrong with their relationship and baby mama drama everywhere and things like that. We've been programmed very negatively when it comes to love on every level. We need to remove anything that is blocking us, number one, from love, and anything that is blocking us from our manifesting. So I'm going to kind of do it really fast in each one. The things blocking us from love are childhood traumas, our old core wounds, because it doesn't matter what you label your relationship, every person on this planet is an aspect of the divine. We're all having a human experience, and you know, all love is divine. So you don't have to worry about who you're with at the moment. That is as spiritual as you can get, to love another person and to be learning and growing with them. Our wounds are going to reflect into our relationships. If you have unhealed childhood issues, traumas, a lot of negative experiences you went through, they're going to come out in these relationships. They're going to be coming to the surface. That love will be purging anything to the surface on every level. So if you have things that are unresolved with you, they tend to ruin your relationships because you tend to project those things on your partner and vice versa. So it can be really hard when you're trying to have a relationship with two unhealed people because of all the projection, and then they're going to be, you know, taking their issues out on the other person, whatever it is. It's much easier when you are whole and healed to be attempting these spiritual unions. So a lot of our relationships were practice. A lot of our relationships were leading us through this matrix as well. The universe loves to lead us around with love on every level into our next lessons and things like that. It's really important to realize that sometimes we outgrow our partners and our lessons. I know everyone, they have this idea of you get married and you spend your whole life with one person in this matrix, but a lot of times people are doing that at a very young age. Like, I've seen a lot of people where they're getting married when they're like 19 years old, and then 30 years later they don't have that love anymore. We're just changing and evolving and growing really fast during our journey here. This is like a school for badasses, I'm always saying, and a lot of people are just different after their awakening. Especially, you're changing your frequency, you're getting back to who you are, and sometimes we outgrow these relationships and need to move forward in our path. This Venus retrograde is all about love. If you have a relationship where you are fighting, not getting along, if the person is ever disrespectful for you, if there's control dramas, power plays, those are all big red flags that it is time for your soul to move on. So, you know, if you're like bickering about little things, you're not vibing, this person is irritating you, you're irritating them, those are all red flags that it's time for your soul to move on. I went through something similar to that. I was just talking about my experience on feed earlier, where I was in a situation where I had been with someone for probably 3 or 4 years, and I was doing a lot of inner work and transforming, and they were not. And we fell out of frequency, and this person started to argue with me. And my guides informed me that I had 2 choices, that I could stay, and that things would get progressively worse, and the universe would make me leave. Or I could do it on my own and make it easy. So clearly I chose the first option and ran. So sometimes we make it really hard for ourselves, trying to force love, trying to force frequency, trying to stay in relationships where it's just time for you to move on. Read the writing on the wall. As this ascension is happening, we're going to be going through major transformations, and a lot of them are going to be involving our relationships and our partnerships. So if you guys are not getting along during this Venus retrograde, read the writing on the wall. They have a lot of, with the flame label, this person must be running, right? This person... If the person is running, let them go. That's the thing. We're always trying to chase them. Oh, I think I should chase them. No, let them go. We really get illusioned and we forget who the people are to us around us. We have all these same souls that we're always learning with and meeting. So there is soul recognition with these karmic relationships too. That's why they can be so hard to kind of get past. Make sure you guys are seeing the signs when it comes to your love life, like especially the next month. If your relationship is the opposite, if you're feeling really close to the person now, telepathically connected, you're getting along so much better, you're just understanding them better, you have more compassion for them, then yeah, that's right where you should be. Read the writing on the wall though. Those are the things blocking you from love. A lot of times we're trying to find love with the wrong people. That's the thing, right? So if you're only made for one person, ever, like astrologically and in every other way, vibratory, astrologically and every other way, then it's not going to work out with the other people. And a lot of people are trying to force this. Trust your path, that it leads to love. So a lot of people will be like thinking about it like, I don't want to leave this person. What if I can't find someone better, right? What if this is as good as it gets? What if everyone has issues? Trust your path, let go. We need to do more clearing, more space to create something new. So we can't create something new holding on to the old. A lot of people are going to be asked to take a deeper look at their relationships and the things that are blocking you from love too. Whatever your traumas are that you need to work through, whatever healing work you have to do to make you whole so that you can find that love where you're looking for it. The things that are blocking us from manifesting real fast. Ourselves. Doubt. I have this idea, like I'm going to go do this, and immediately I will have an idea about exactly how it could go wrong. Exactly how it might not work. When I was venturing in California with Vanessa, you wouldn't believe how many people told us, what if it goes wrong? What if this happens? And I had to say, what if it goes better? What if it actually goes better, right? We never think that, though. We usually think, what if it goes wrong immediately? We're never thinking, what if I'm trying to manifest this and it works out 1,000,000 times better and the whole universe opens up? We're never thinking that. We're always going to the negative. It's how we've been programmed. And that is how they stop us from creating on every level. If I have an idea, I'm going to go do this, and immediately is followed by, I can't do it, this won't work, we're blocking ourselves. That is our block right there. Our negative thinking patterns, that we're thinking about creating something, and as long as we weren't having any doubts, we would be receiving it so much faster and it would be working so much better. So we need to remove those doubts. We're always so negative with ourselves. If your friend was trying to create their dream vacation, you wouldn't be telling them it won't work out, you don't have enough cash, right? It's never gonna happen, this probably won't work because of that. You would never give your friend that kind of advice. So why are we doing it to ourselves? We're always talking so negatively to ourselves about everything we're trying to do. So we are our biggest obstacles. We need to really remove that. We need to know that the whole universe is here and aligned with what we're doing, and that if we just ask for something, we can receive it easily. So we're blocking ourselves so much when it comes to what we're creating. Remove the doubt. There are so many people on this planet, as well as other dimensional life, having experiences. And you need to understand how powerful you are, that you're an aspect of the entire universe experiencing itself, and that anything that you're trying to create here, you can in a minute. So we really need to remove any type of blocks involving manifesting in love with this energy. Things are coming to the surface. Any type of things that you have not healed, the things that are limiting you from unconditional divine love and oneness with all. There are going to be a lot of judgments being released. A lot of people love to judge my journey. And I always tell them I doubt they could do a day in my mission, right? I get a lot of judgments, right? People will sit there and watch me on Facebook and they'll throw judgments at me, and that's okay because my journey isn't for everyone. Let go of any judgments. And I'm always saying, you never know what someone's going through. You never know the choices that they had to pick from. You don't know. Like, we always think that I would do this differently. I wouldn't do that. I would do that. No, you would do everything that person's doing. You are that person having the same experience. So let go of judgments right now. A lot of that comes hand in hand with Christianity and the way that our societies are programmed to be judging other people. Let go of that. Everyone is doing the best job that they can here on any given day. People are going through more than you know about in their own journeys. Like, everyone had such a long journey to get where we are now. Like, the lessons that we went through are just mind-blowing. Let go of the judgments around here too. Those are the things that are blocking us spiritually. They really are. When you judge someone, you'll get their lesson. So you could judge someone for being homeless. Guess what? I'm sure you'll be homeless soon. Yeah, that's how it works. Anything that you're going to judge in another person, you will attract as a lesson. So, you know, we tend to go around and be judgmental to other people. You'll get the same lesson. And I know it seems impossible. Like, that couldn't happen to me. It really could. So I got a lot of really hard lessons at a young age about judgments and things like that. Like, I would attract those type of situations to me that I was judging. Let go of judgments. Those are the things that are blocking our spiritual sight. Like, on every level. They are the illusion. Let's see. I'm going to be here doing healing work. I had to do my little rant. If you guys have video ideas, hit my business page inbox. I'm always willing to talk about anything on here. Like, everything is spiritual to me. So just hit my business page inbox. My link is above. You guys should check out my energy healing classes. I have a bunch on there that I attune people to. It's really good. Check out my activations too. This is an amazing energy to be healing yourself. It's like some of the most powerful energy of the year that we can be using. And it's amazing. And I was telling my earlier feed that I'm in the United Kingdom. And this is where all the energy pumps out to the entire globe from the ley lines. So this energy is kind of hitting here and getting distributed out globally. The energy's feeling extra crazy here. I love it. Lynn Anderson. Open your heart to love, the beginning of a new intimate relationship or the rebirth of a current one, the awakening of psychic abilities or spiritual epiphanies. And this is what we're doing. We're coming back to love on every level, universal oneness, right? So we're coming back to this unity consciousness. It's amazing. We're opening ourselves up to love once again. We had to go through a lot of pain and trauma to open and expand our heart chakra. It's part of the journey. And hopefully we're all at a place where we're choosing to heal now. And we're choosing love once again. So we had to kind of understand it's all kind of part of the process. But, you know, we're expanding and opening up to love once again. Lyra Gorman. Don't be deterred by challenges along the way. It's important to communicate clearly and accurately. Amazing new ideas that should be implemented. And we need to put these ideas that we're getting into action. We all came here with amazing creative abilities and spiritual gifts that we're just beginning to unlock. We're only beginning to see the beginning of our potential right now. And it's pretty amazing. So we came here as creators, co-creators. And we have amazing abilities and gifts. Get more creative with whatever it is that you do. This is about becoming those co-creators again and creating our reality. So anything creative you can do, the universe is going to be so aligned with it. Jamie Lynn Schumann. Manage your resources wisely. Achieve a balance in how you spend and save money. Help those who are less fortunate. And we know that our energy is currency, right? If you have no energy, it's probably going to be reflective in your reality with what's going on. Like, people that are drained all the time or tired all the time, they tend to become chaotic externally, and their reality really reflects that. So, you know, when we're investing in ourselves through self-care and getting more rest, taking care of ourselves more, it's really going to change everything about your reality too. More self-care. That is currency, because your energy is currency on every level. Linda Rome, sending crazy love. Seek out an intellectual solution to your problem. The need to act quickly and decisively. Sudden or unexpected changes. And we're gearing up for some crazy changes. I know everyone thinks that we could just ascend into the higher dimensions and it would look exactly the same, but we're getting ready for some major change, and it's really crazy because people aren't realizing that the timelines that we are on are very outdated. They're just not in alignment with who we are anymore. And we're kind of seeing this massive timeline overhaul, and we're getting ready for this insane timeline merger. So things are changing all around us, and you know, it might not be that noticeable, but they really are changing around us. We can see the government is like self-imploding, falling in like dominoes, and that very real changes are occurring around us as people are having this awakening. Albatross Henry. Get advice from someone professional and objective. Public speaking, unemotional relationships. So on my last video I just did, I was saying that a lot of people will wake up and go to Google and read a lot of stuff on there, but a lot of the spiritual information has been hijacked around us. So a lot of people will read a bunch of stuff spiritually, and then they'll start to regurgitate other people's truths that we don't even know if they're true. People don't want to hear about other people's experiences. We want to hear about your life, your experiences, the things that you've been through. That is your truth. We don't want someone else's truth. It's your truth that will unlock the fifth dimension and liberate you. So begin to speak your truth more. And I always say, whatever your hardest experiences are, those are probably the things you need to talk about that will help other people, the things that you've been through and made it to the other side from. More of your truth, more of your life around here. Lizzie McDizzle. A romantic partner you can trust. Excellent advice that comes from the heart. Getting involved in a cultural or creative endeavor. Marianne Loney. I know, I got everyone awake today. I said it was like a party, right? I always have bigger feeds during the moons. I don't know why. I'm sending crazy love out, though. The energy's feeling nuts today on this feed, so I'm really excited to do it. It was feeling crazy like the past couple days. Do the right thing for the right reason. Compare traditional versus new approaches to see what works for you. A spiritually minded community. And I'm all about bringing people to unity for whatever regard, right? Just to learn and grow. Because I'm a big believer that if you're around toxic people, it will be very draining and could even make you sick if you're around the wrong people, right? But if you're around the right people, we're going to uplift each other and uplift consciousness. So I'm all about surrounding yourself with the right people. I really have to stay around the awakened at this place in my own journey that, you know, if I'm dealing with people who are unawakened and at a low frequency, it could be very draining for me at the energetic level I'm at. So I prefer to be around the awakened people. Let go of more of the asleep people in your lives, and awake people will fill that space now that you're awake. So you usually gathered those people when you were asleep, right? Your sleep friends, you were asleep. So if you let go of the people around you that are asleep, the universe will fill those spaces with your soulmates and your soul tribe and the people that you're looking for. Michelle Whitfield. Positive changes are on the way. A welcome relief from troubled times. Traveling or relocating. I hope a lot of people are ready to travel. That your soul should be feeling a pull to liberate. And I always say that your prison cell is usually your house or your paradigm that you're living in. So a lot of people are feeling a pull to travel. Put out vibes for the places you want to go. Rakash Insan. Rakash, an emotionally fulfilling life with family and friends. Raising children wisely, people you can trust. Desiree Lewis, I'm sending crazy love. It's like a miracle. I got Desiree awake. She's on California time. We have a hard time syncing up. It's like crazy. I said I was feeling the craziest energy on this feed. No pressure, right? Desiree. News worth celebrating. Announcements such as weddings, graduations, or births. Friends you cherish. Yes, I can't wait. I will be doing my UK wedding, and I'm for sure gonna stream it inside of the Sparks of Divine Light 420 group too. Not on this page, in my group space. It's too much for this page, but I'm real excited about it. My 28-day wait after we did our paperwork is over in 4 days. So we'll probably call Monday and get a date and be doing this real fast, and I'm real excited about it. Desiree will cry. Sherry. Falling in love suddenly. being swept off your feet, the need to stay grounded during a very emotional experience. And it is happening. A lot of times when we feel a pull like we want to be with someone, it's because your soul knows it's about to happen. So I'm feeling that way about some other stuff in my life because my soul just knows it's coming on whatever level. I'm always saying that we would not have done this journey if it wasn't for love. Keep putting good vibes out. This is the perfect energy for manifesting anything, especially love. Whatever it is you're trying to create, just keep on putting out positive vibes that you're gonna find the one for you. Tessie Brooks. Listen to your heart. Intuitive insights that you can trust. Taking care of others, perhaps too much. A lot of this feed is moms, right? We have a lot of moms on here. Give me a heart if you're a mom. We'll see like a bunch of them. We have a lot of parents on here, right? Especially moms. You know, as a parent, you're always taking care of your child and putting your child first, right? You're spending a lot of time. If your kid needs something, you're always right there. But what about you? Start to put yourself first too. Start to really take care of yourself. The same way you'd be taking care of your kid, where if you need anything, really give it to yourself. Take care of yourself better too. We tend to lose ourselves, especially when you're parenting, taking care of other people. The empaths, we're always trying to make sure everyone else is okay. But we need to make sure our energy is on point to be doing everything we need to do. So more self-care, more boundaries. Becky Bassant. Embrace your true purpose. Begin a new adventure. Trust yourself. I'm all about adventure. I'm ready to adventure now. I'm all about it, that if you get out and you have new experiences, that the energy is going to move crazy in your life. So we tend to make the energy stagnant where we live. Like this morning, I had to sage my house and I had to open the doors and the windows and let some fresh air in and really do a nice purification here. Make sure you guys are saging with this full moon. We tend to let the energy become stagnant around us and it really blocks us from creating. So make sure you guys are moving the energy where you live. More sage, more incense. Cindy Sullivan. A financial windfall. Your leadership skills are needed now. An unexpected supporter of your cause. And we're all getting shaped back into, yes, the teachers, the healers, and the leaders that we are, believe it or not. I know all the empaths are like, not me, right? Not me. Yes, that is what we came here to do. I'm going to say this again. I got to keep saying it on every feed. That make sure if you got a card, or if you ever have, or if you ever gotten anything, or if you ever seen my feed, go leave a review on my page too. I always say you get really good karma when you support my mission, and it will help remove blocks from your manifesting. Because when we give our time or our energy into anything, we'll be open to receive. So if I'm trying to manifest, I put out a certain amount of energy and it comes back to me. Make sure you guys leave a review too. It's something I'm working on this week. Alley Cat. And then I gotta just throw this in there too. Say no to the flu shots. I know a lot of people don't know, and they're listening to their doctors and they're trusting them. Do not give anyone you love a flu shot or let them get it. Alley Cat. Do more research before proceeding. Education in the form of seminars, going back to school, or apprenticeships. Excellent craftsmanship and long-term projects. You know I'm all about playing school. It's how I learned how to teach. We'll be practicing teaching on all the teachers and ascended masters around us, which is kind of amazing to me. So I'm kind of learning how to teach that way in my own life and my own experience. But I can tell you that the universe is very much aligned with us playing school in any regard. Whenever we're learning, it's what the universe wants us to be doing. Catherine Needham. Believe in yourself. Wonderful people want to help you. Maintain a balance between work and your home life. Yes, have more confidence in yourself and your abilities. We're removing doubt today from our manifesting. Like I said, we're our own worst enemy, right? That's why it's always easier if I tell you I'm creating something, you guys are like, awesome, you'll get that, right? But me, I'm like, oh, it probably won't work. It probably will go bad, right? So that's why I tend to involve my friends when I'm creating. Make sure that we're not doing that we're not blocking ourselves with any negative thoughts about why this won't work, why it will go wrong, why we probably won't get it. We need to remove those. More confidence. Aaron Glidden. Be practical with respect to how you proceed. The ability to make anything more beautiful. Meeting someone who can help your dreams come true. We are alchemists, okay? I'll just throw an example out there. So I wake up this morning and I told someone to fuck off. I told Tamara's friend to fuck off when they left a nice comment about one of my videos, and then you know, I'm an alchemist, so I made it better, right? And then I was like, oh, I'm sorry, I was just kidding, and I instantly made it better. The person was vibing with me. We're alchemists. We can take the worst situation and we can transmute it and we can make it better, right? That's what we do. We're energy masters. So we can take someone at a low frequency and we can usually change their vibrational frequency just being around us and uplift people. It's what we do. You are a master alchemist. Remember that. You can make anything beautiful around here. Alexandra Sonia, I'm sending crazy energy out too through this vibe. It's feeling crazy. Falling in love or making a serious commitment to someone. Forgiveness and the resolution of a problem. Don't give up. Your relationship can be healed. Make sure you guys are doing a nice karma cleanse this moon too. Releasing of any karma. You can just make it really easy like I do, and I just make it clear that I forgive anyone I ever learned with, including myself, right? That we had a lot of situations that either went amazing or not so great, and that I forgive everyone I learned with, just to make sure that I don't have any karma that's unresolved. Make sure you guys are doing a mental inventory and making sure that, I know that we get rid of people in our lives, but you have released them as well, so that we're not tied to this place. A lot of our liberation is going to be found in the people around us that we learned with early on, those karmic experiences, those karmic relationships, that once we can forgive and heal those things, that we can liberate. Karen Girolamo. Girolamo. Be assertive. Don't back down from what you believe. Courageously stand up for yourself. And this is time that we stand up and we speak, because I'm always saying that if we ignore the things wrong with the world, it's implied consent, and we're giving our permission for these things to happen. So they will teach you in a lot of the spiritual communities that you need to ignore the things like the chemtrails and the evil happening in the world. But if we turn a blind eye, if we keep doing that like we did, you know, asleep, then we're allowing these things to happen. Now we need to speak, and we need to say this is not okay at a certain point, right? I'm not allowing this into my reality. It's not okay that you're poisoning people or whatever is happening. Make sure that you're speaking up. Too many people in this world are too okay with turning a blind eye to the things that are happening that are illegal or not ethically okay. Too many people are just okay with pretending not to see the things they are. Mari Maslinda, hi. A windfall of money, advice, or assistance from others. A very successful project. A happy change in your career. The hella cash is coming to you in all the star seeds. Keep being high vibe. That's all you had to do. Stay focused on what you're trying to create, and it will work out amazingly. We couldn't get a more powerful energy until at least the next new moon for manifesting. It's very powerful. Make sure you're thinking about things you want to attract to you. Sarah Grubbs, hi. Information that can help you, but which may be difficult to hear. Speaking the truth with kindness. An indigo child or adult. Andrea Evanchuk. The grace and inner strength needed to overcome challenges. The power of kindness and forgiveness. Time to embrace how wonderful you are. We need to understand why we volunteered to come assist during these times and who we are. That's where a lot of our pain lied, in going through the illusion and believing that we were separate from everyone and everything, and cut off and disconnected from ourselves. And, you know, we were told we were this role, and it was very depressing and discerning for us. So now we're kind of getting back to ourselves and our authentic selves. Remember why you volunteered to come assist during this time. I think we forgot our spiritual resumes, I said. I think we left them behind, right? That we just we don't understand. If we could see our spiritual resumes, we would be like, holy shit. So there's some disconnect between, you know, what we're doing here and who we are. Remember who you are. Mosas. Look to the future with hope and optimism. The power of faith to move mountains. Happy changes that bring relief from challenging times. Linda Rome said her Kate is gonna dress up like me for Halloween because she watches my feeds. And I was thinking, Linda, that at least she's not asking to dress up like Kim Kardashian, right? Or one of the other celebrities. I love it. Tell her to get a pink princess dress. Christina Vines. Amazing. Some people are emotional. Some people are feeling good. I know that I am a Taurus, and for me to handle these space storms, I have to stay very grounded. That when I'm feeling ungrounded, it makes my energy feel real crazy, and I kind of come unraveled. Get outside. Get out in nature. Open your doors. Open your windows. Let the energy in your house. It'll really help ground you. So we tend to kind of hide out from the energy. Get outside. Even if you're like, I had to go outside and meditate in the sun for a few minutes. Open your doors, your windows, sage. Stay grounded. Take more salt baths. Grid. Relax more. Rest. Self-care. Your body is changing from the inside out, and it's getting activated and upgraded in every way. So what's happening is we're getting hit with these high frequency energies. Anything that is a lower frequency that we're holding on to or not of light is being purged out right now. So it can be kind of intense, more grounding. Christina. Being distracted and failing to see a magical opportunity. Taking someone or something for granted. Discontentment with life. Because we're starseeds and we're here on a mission to serve humanity, when we're off of our path as healers, it tends to make us very miserable, I found. If you look at the statistics of people that are on depression and anxiety medications, and those people are going to a doctor and taking a pill to mask those symptoms, but you're meant to be feeling those things to move you along on your soul path. So if you're ever depressed or anxious, that is your soul letting you know that your situation is not for you. Whatever situation you're in. It could be your relationship, your job, whatever is going on. It's kind of like your body is a thermometer and it's letting you know. And so we see that a lot of people are depressed and anxious during these times. Well, a lot of people are kind of lost in this matrix and not on their soul mission. I know that I was very depressed and even given medications when I was asleep and going through the matrix, but I was not on my mission. My mission is my bliss, right? That is what makes me happy on some level. So if we're not serving and doing what we should be as starseeds, we're probably going to be really discontent with the way our lives are. Angelique Keeler. Take everyone's input into consideration. Merge viewpoints to create a better situation. Take your time. There's no need to rush. With this Taurus energy, it can feel like you can't even move. Like, welcome to Taurus, right? It can make you feel stuck. I told my boyfriend that I bet a lot of people will be in bed or on the couch laying around with this energy because they won't be able to move in it. It's easy just to take things a step at a time. That don't think about, I have all this stuff to do today. Take things one thing at a time when you're dealing with this crazy energy, and it will really help you get through it easier. So some people are like, oh my God, I had to do this, this, and this. It'll overwhelm you. Just take things as they come. Lisa White. The illusion of being trapped. Placing too much importance on material items. Getting caught up in fear and worry. More grounding. We have a lot of fear to purge out. And don't tell me that everyone doesn't. Because like I said, I have an idea like I'm going to go travel to Spain. And my next thought is I probably won't get my visa. So we really do. We really are blocking ourselves. Let go of these fears, worries, doubts. We need to just get rid of it. On some level. And I know that we think that we have, but like, then if you get put in a crazy situation, you'll probably feel differently. Like suddenly, if you get put in a real crazy situation, you might realize you have a lot of fear purging out. You know, so sometimes we're feeling comfortable and we're like, I don't have any fear. And then you get put in some kind of crazy situation and you probably will see you do have fear on some level. So we need to get rid of the fear. That's what the lower spiritual feeds on to keep us in prison. So we really had to get out of that. Lisa Marie Wilson. Stress that comes from having many things happening at once. Stressful multitasking. Sudden events or changes. A lot of people wake up and realize, if you were like me, where I was kind of in this material world, and you know, I had this awakening and I had to simplify my life. In the third dimension reality, they want you to have as many bills obligations. They want you always running around like a wind-up doll. That takes you out of the now when you're always too busy enjoying the now on some level. So we really need to get back to the basics and simplify things around here. Less material, more spiritual. And thank you for sharing this feed. Thank you so much. Helen Adibable. Immediate action. A challenge you can successfully manage. A passionate relationship. Ben Beeler. And there's a bear on the card. See the bear? Alright. Alright. Reach out to others for comfort and love. You will grow stronger in this with this situation. Sadness that will heal with time. I think the words weren't for you, just the bear was, by the way. Swear. Joanne Dunn. The Empress. Time to take action, the power of creativity, success that allows for a life of luxury. So, we're trying to manifest our dream realities, okay? Nothing more. If you were anything like me when I was asleep and on a lot of medications, my reality sucked. Like, it really did. I felt like I was just responding to events. I was not very in control of them, and I was just kind of getting what the universe was giving me based on the bad frequencies I was putting out. So, at some point, I changed. Right? I've been eliminating toxins, purifying, detoxing, meditating, doing this spiritual work, doing and teaching Reiki, and I've been transforming my reality. I've been changing it for the better. So we really need to get rid of the things that are not serving us, that are holding us back from living our dream life, whether it's toxic people around you, jobs that are not in alignment with your future visions and your future goals, whatever it is. We need to make bigger changes on an individual level in order to see the collective changes that we all want. I think everyone can agree that we don't really like the things going on if you turn on mainstream news and what's going on collectively. In order to do that, we're not going to change the collective. We're going to change ourselves on individual levels, and the collective is going to change and transform into something new. So keep making changes, getting rid of the things that are blocking you from your goals. Jenny Julia. Have patience and don't worry. Take time to rest and plan your next steps. A prudent investment in time or money. More resting with these energies. I know you can feel like me where I feel like I'm not doing a lot if I'm just laying around, but I am. I'm changing on a cellular level. My body's changing. I'm activating. I'm raising my frequency. Michelle Giannicola. I know I'm in my pajamas today too. That'll tell you a lot about where I'm at in my journey, right? When I'm working in my pajamas. So I love it. Allison said she's going to make us some alien pajama pants in our Zazzle store for my site, and I'm real excited about that too. So I'm manifesting alien pajamas to wear to work. Michelle. Trust that there's a reason for everything that happens. Remove yourself from the negative emotions of others, focusing on that which frightens or worries you. Just simply don't let toxic or negative people into your reality anymore. We have to learn how to stop getting triggered. That a lot of the times people are getting triggered with the toxic people, and the universe is going to keep sending you those triggers until you heal them. So a lot of times these toxic people tend to trigger us, and we get rid of them, and then we get similar lessons. Go within, heal the triggers, heal the things that are making you upset, the things that are making you feel a need to respond to toxic people. Let's start there. That if someone says something to you, some people can just move on and who cares, and some people get really triggered. If you're getting triggered by people, look at those triggers, look at it and ask yourself, why is this upsetting me so much? Perfect, Brittany. Brittany Duncan! Sending crazy love too. This energy is feeling nuts. I think I'm going to go into the Matrix and do a Matrix mission today too. And I always know the Matrix is extra crazy, like on the full moons. It's like everyone has to go out and do their stuff like on those days. So, the energy is amazing here. Sending crazy vibes, Brittany. Plan your next steps with an eye to the short term. Have patience. There are more good things to come. Satisfaction from a job well done. We need to be in the now. We're always trying to, if we go through this matrix, they want us thinking about, when you're 60 years old, you can retire. You can enjoy your life one day. Just keep working. You can enjoy it when you take a vacation or whatever. They always have you looking forward to these future events. We need to learn how to chill and, ground into the now. Like on every level. Enjoy the now. We're always worried about this destination, and we're never really enjoying the ride we're on. Suzanne stutters. Reward yourself for all your hard work. Being happy and successfully self-employed. Cherishing your time alone. I don't know. I had a job that I made good money at, but it wasn't in vibrational alignment with who I am as a healer on any level. I had to personally ditch my prison planet job, and I had to unplug so that I could be doing my healing mission and helping people, because I found that when I was doing these mundane jobs that they were not satisfying to me on a spiritual or soul level, and that can be really draining to you when you're doing a job you don't like. So I personally took my Reiki classes and used that as a way to liberate from prison planet so that I could be of service, helping and healing people. And I've really made my mission my bliss. That is my calling. It's what, gets me up out of bed. It gives me a reason to be here, and it's really powerful. We need to unplug through our creative abilities or through our missions and things like that. Things to think about. Kimberly Monticelli. Cautious but wise action. Meticulous action to detail. Kindness to others. Linda Impalazari. I can't even say it though. Impalazari. Welcome. Amazing. Make sure you like the page too. I try to live stream like at least 5 days a week. Be grateful. You have much to celebrate. Deep feelings of peace and happiness. A contented personal life. And we're working on that theme today, on staying in gratitude. I said in my other video this morning that a lot of people get in this manifesting rut because they think they're broke and their life sucks and everything sucks, right? And then we stop creating and manifesting things. So we need to stay in gratitude. That opens up so many pathways in our brain and in our reality too. More gratitude around here. That's the building blocks of manifesting. Tony Berry. Follow your passion when it comes to your career. Be the best at what you do. Being compensated for your creative talents. Yes, please. I'm inspiring her anyway. I can see, right? I'm going to inspire her to furtherly unplug, and I can't wait to see her mission and all that it's going to lead to, because I feel like we're just starting out our missions. I know that I thought I had like 3 years in on mine, but I feel like I'm just starting mine over again too, and it's pretty amazing where they're all going to lead us. Stay creative. Sherry Sutton. Opposing goals arising from different opinions. Feeling at odds with yourself or others. Overly ambitious people. I said there are a lot of people fighting battles within themselves and things that they need to heal during this time. Take a deeper look at the things that you need to heal and work on with yourself. We're all on this amazing healing journey. I know that we had a lot of really crazy hard experiences to get here. But it's really amazing, this universal kind of divine plan that we're all on, that we're all at a place where we're healing now. That's what's going to bring people to unity, this need to heal each other, and it's pretty amazing. So more focus on healing. Annie F. Smith. Wonderful news is on its way. Smart choices that bring reward. Success and public recognition. Dawn Sorchino. Take the time to review the details carefully. You will win in the end. Fair and objective decisions. Jessica Eppenshade. Set aside your concerns for now. You can make a decision later. Solutions that come from meditation. The need for more sleep or a vacation. That's like a card for everyone around here. More sleep. You guys know that the moon affects your brain waves and it affects your sleep cycles. I did not sleep good last night, but I'm well rested, so I'm okay, right? That's why I have to rest up for these storms, because I know you're not going to sleep as good. And so I just like to really be rested. Make sure you're getting more sleep, meditating more self-care. We can't help other people, and we're of no use to that consciousness group when we're tired or burnt out. Jatone Beasley. The Hermit. Find or be a mentor. Take a break from society. A commitment to your spiritual growth. I'm feeling the need to withdraw more and more and to be in my own little world and to be thinking and downloading and recharging and things like that. I told someone in our consciousness group that sometimes you have to isolate yourself to elevate faster. Sometimes you have to spend more time with yourself. So I felt like when I was asleep, I had to be around people a lot of the time. And, you know, the more I'm on this spiritual path, the more I'm craving to be by myself on whatever level. More time with yourself. Suzette stutters. A new relationship or emotional experience. Invitations to social events. A compassionate friend you can share your concerns with. I love these comments. I'm reading all the comments too. We got great energy on here. We have like 131 light workers on here, and the energy is just crazy that I'm channeling, but it's creating a new energy with everyone on here. It's feeling crazy. Sending crazy love. Erin Elizabeth. There is a better choice. Not seeing things clearly. Running away from the truth. Let's see. Robin Kicklighter. Bring fun into everything you do. Juggling multiple priorities or jobs. An exceptional talent for multitasking. Yeah, with the fairies, and those are energies that I'm working with, especially during this space storm. I work with them periodically. Are always trying to remind us as starseeds that we need to have more fun. That we're actually supposed to be, you know, in the now, enjoying life, having fun experiences, doing new things. And we tend to get very wrapped up in our lives and forget that. Play more. Do things that you like to do more. Do things that make you happy more. Jacqueline Humphrey. The High Priestess. Trusting your intuition. Careful reflection before taking action. Insights that come through meditation. I have to meditate a lot because, like with these feeds, dealing with a lot of energy, being around so many people, even just on live feed, we're still connecting, and it's a lot of people for me to be around. So I have to meditate a lot to clear my own energy. We forget that. We're taking on energies all day long, and, you know, we have to make sure we're clearing them out of our auras. So for me, I have to take salt baths, I have to connect with nature, and I have to meditate regularly too. That's going to really expand your consciousness. It's going to recharge you with cosmic energies. It's going to clear and open your chakras, and it's really going to have a lot of benefits in terms of stilling your mind, right? We're trying to get a grip on our minds and our thought process. If you meditate more, it'll really slow down any thinking patterns you have. More meditation. Kavya de Peak. The Chariot. Success that comes from dedication and self-discipline. Celebrating your accomplishments. Being in the spotlight. And this is all about self-discipline, because no one's going to make you do this ascension. You guys can stay the way that you guys were in the past, right? Or you guys can choose to evolve and to change. But we make it a lot easier on ourselves when we choose to change and to evolve, because then our whole reality is going to change. So, you know, you need a lot of self-discipline to do this. No one's going to make you, right? You guys can keep eating garbage food and using fluoride toothpaste and whatever you're doing that's unhealthy, but you know it's only hurting yourself, that we need to just take better care of ourselves on whatever level. So, you know, if you guys can choose to get rid of the bad habits, whether it's pills, the garbage food, whatever it is that's bad for you, choose to get rid of these things now. It'll really transform your reality on every level when you ditch the bad habits. Fiona Ellis, hi. The desire for a more meaningful life. Realizing that it's time to move on. Choosing to make major life changes. Linda is trying to manifest love. Make sure you're putting out really good vibes for it. You guys know that I'm really good with manifesting too, right? So I'm sending lots of manifesting energy. Put out good vibrations for it, like it's coming, it's on the way, you're about to get love. We're always like, I want love, right? Change that to, you're about to be in a relationship, and try to change that. So we're always manifesting, and I would be like, oh, I might get my dream car one day. No, you need to be like, I'm getting my car. like swear, you guys saw me do it on feed. You guys should be seeing it. It really works just from watching my journey. So a lot of people are like, I might get that dream house one day. No, you're getting that house, and it's on the way. So really change how you're looking at it too. It'll speed it up. Corey Weifels. The good you do comes back to you. An unexpected inflow of money. Borrowing wisely or repaying a debt. I'm kind of over money anyway, if you know me, because I feel that it's limiting humanity and enslaving humanity. And I grew up, you know, thinking like a lot of Americans that I'm probably going to be broke and sick all the time, right? The programming in certain countries. So, you know, we have a lot of bad habits when it comes to how we're looking at money. I had someone describe it like it's almost like a relationship, how you view money, right? We have a very negative relationship when it comes to how we view money. Money is an energy. It should be an even flow of giving and receiving and an even exchange. But at some point, clearly the elite love to hijack everything around here. And we really limit ourselves. So when we're trying to create something, we usually think, can I afford this? And then we make our decision based on that. We need to get rid of the money equation in manifesting. So instead of, I'll never be able to afford this, or I don't think I can do this, start to put out vibrations for what you want to do. Get rid of the whole money equation. That's what's blocking us, money. Things blocking our manifesting. Jessica Parrish. The world, a brilliant success, the freedom to go in any direction, a journey that is now complete, and we really are coming full circle with things. So a lot of people are in really hard lessons still, and you guys have to understand it doesn't matter what you're going through, this cycle is coming to a close, and everything has to be completed karmically. So everything is going to come full circle. If you're having a hard time or struggling with something, it will reverse and turn in your favor eventually, and these things have to clear. It's just the time, right? It's just the time. So things are going to start to come full circle, and things are going to start to transform around here. I'm going to get off of here on that note, but I'm going to be here for Akashic readings. I do my readings much differently than my cards. I do, you know, everything, the now and future probabilities, and you go into your past lives and things like that. And it can give you a lot of information to chat one-on-one with me. You guys can just set up a reading or any kind of healing on my site, and I do my readings on video chat. I get right back to you, find out when it's good for you, but I'm always here, and I do them one-on-one on video chat, so it can give you a lot of information. For sure, check out my readings, check out my activations. If you guys have not taken Reiki or any type of energy healing, for sure, check out my classes, because this whole feed is the healers and grid workers and light workers. So if you guys haven't done that, definitely check out what I do up there. And make sure you join my Sparks to Divine Light healing groups. If you want to unblock your manifest and leave a review, it'll really unblock you to and open you to receive. And I'm going to let you guys go. I'm not sure if I'm going to be live tomorrow. I might skip tomorrow and then come back on Friday. But if I don't see you guys tomorrow, I'll definitely be back by Friday. Love and light.